God, I love that music. Just listen to that. Star Wars is coming to us soon. Alright, enough of that. Okay, this video is for all of my students who were not here yesterday who need to do the figurative language foldable that we did. Okay, so what we're going to take is we're going to take 4 sheets of paper. You want 4 sheets of colored paper. If you don't already have those 4 sheets of colored paper, they're up on my desk. Go ahead and pause the video, go get yourself 4 sheets of colored paper, and then come back. Okay, now that you got yourself 4 sheets of paper, what we're going to do with those 4 sheets of paper is we're going to take them and we're going to arrange them so that each sheet of paper is overlapping the other. Okay, so that we have one sticking out at the bottom and one just a little bit further up there, and then one just a little further up, and then one that's a little further up. Now you don't want to leave these tabs being too big, because if you do, then up at the top they're not going to have enough room for the very first tab, okay, or the very first flap. Okay, so make sure that these are very, very tight. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold. Once I've got those arranged at the bottom, I'm going to take the top and I'm going to fold it over so that what we get is we have 8 tabs going down. Okay? So you should have 8 tabs going down. Alright, now I'm going to switch over to one that doesn't have marker. I just put the marker on here to show the 4 different colored pieces of paper, but it kind of gets in the way of what we're doing. Okay. So now that you have that, I'll go ahead and put 3 staples up at the top. Okay, so you've got it folded, staple it up at the top, pause the video for a moment while you do that, and I'll wait for you. Okay, now that you've got everything stapled, we're going to put the following notes on. First, we're going to start with our top flap. Okay, this is our very top flap. And in that top flap, we're going to put our title, which is figurative language, and then we're also going to put right here, tools a writer uses to let a reader know what's going on without directly saying it. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. I want you to pause the video so that you can see what's written on the top flap, and I'll wait for you. Okay, now that you've got that written down, so that's what this whole thing is about. It's about figurative language. Okay. Figurative language is amazing uses of words and wordplay so that the writer can make everything much more vivid for us, okay? So for instance, one of the examples that we're going to use here in a little bit is we're going to say that the girl, her hair was like gold. Well, of course, her hair wasn't actually, valuable metal. Her hair was blonde, beautiful blonde. Okay, so all right, so we're going to get to our first piece of, or our first tab, and our first tab, as you can see right here, the I. Oh, I'm sorry. You're going to write down for each one of these tabs. You're going to write down the words I shampoo. Okay, so each tab will have its own letter. I shampoo. Okay, starting up at the top with I. Alright, so go ahead and do that. I'll wait for you. Alright, now that you've got that written, our first tab is going to be called imagery. That's the I, is imagery. And what we're going to do, notice mine's not stapled. That's why you want to staple it so it doesn't fall apart like that. Alright, now what you want to do is turn up that tab, and you're going to write these, oops, let me get it in focus here, these notes right here. Imagery is words or phrases that invoke our senses. And notice I have 5 little pictures there. Okay, the first picture is an ear for our sense of hearing. The second picture is a nose for our sense of smell, and a hand for our sense of touch, and an eyeball for our sense of sight, and then lips for our sense of taste. And then I have an example, and that example is not very clear. Okay, there it is. As I walked in the house, the aroma of fresh tomatoes hit me. All right, go ahead and pause the video so that you can get these written down. Okay, now that you've got your imagery notes written down, you can fold that flap back down. And we're going to go to the next one, and the next one is S, our S from shampoo, and that S is similes. Okay, so we are going to lift up the next flap. Okay, all right, and simile is a comparison using like or as. I guess I should get that a little closer for you. Simile is a comparison using like or as. All right, and our example is the girl's hair was like spun gold. Okay. All right, go ahead and pause the video so that you can see that and get your notes written. And once you're done doing that, you're done with doing this for today. We'll take more notes, or you're done catching up. And you can take today's notes, which are on the front board. Those notes are going to be over our H and our A. H for hyperbole and A for alliteration. And the notes are right there on the board. Go ahead and take those. And I will see you tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing you. Bye, guys.